It's 5 o'clock on this Friday evening, March 5th, 2021, and direct from our newsroom and on the Reader Channel 5 o'clock news for Friday evening, March 5th, 2021. It's 5 o'clock on this Friday evening, and the Norton temperature standing at 34 degrees. Top stories on the Reader Channel 5 o'clock news for Friday evening is... The Senate is debating Biden's COVID stimulus bill. As Biden's relief bill isn't getting bipartisan support like the previous stimulus bills, what the Republicans dislike so much. 8 Democrats defect on a $15 minimum wage act. Former State Department aide judge in connection with a Capitol riot. Third-degree murder count could be reinstated in Floyd's death. Biden administration considers sending child migrants to Virginia military base as numbers surge. CDC study finds easy mask and restaurant rules lead to more COVID cases and deaths, as some states move to lift restrictions. More Governor Cuomo's Steffens bail as nurse Donald and sex harassment scandals spiral. Texas school scraps triple assignment that girls obey and reasonable request of the mail. Biden press secretary defends president's trip to Delaware home. Texas governor on ending mask order. We no longer need government running our lives. A battle with U.S. China to focus on 7 frontier. Technologies from chips to brain-computer fusion. New Zealand sees 8.1 magnitude earthquake lifts tsunami warnings for a series of quakes. Africans cheer rollout of COVAX vaccinations. The San Diego Zoo has vaccinated several grade 8s with experimental COVID-19 for animals, zoo officials said. Software mogul John McAfee charged with cryptocurrency fraud. Astronauts conclude spacewalk maintenance on the International Space Station. Representative Eric Swalwell sues Donald Trump's new efforts for inciting Capitol attack. The fine particles in an wildfire smoke are up in 10 times more harmful to human lungs than pollution from other sources such as car exhaust, and analysts published found. Friday body journal Nature Communications found. The FBI says that it has arrested Frederick Line, former State Department official appointed by former President Trump over the January 6th bomb attack at the U.S. Capitol. A car bomb in the Somalian capital of Mogadishu left at least 10 people dead and dozens of injured by local police said. Astronauts conclude spacewalk. Maintenance on International Space Station. South Korean man arrested claiming to be North Korean spy. Britain's Philip returns to private hospital after heart procedure. Kim Jong-un made a word appearance at a new workshop for city and county levels officials in North Korea. DA victims require reductions of prison sentences in an area child sex cases. Proposal hundreds of South Africa apartments win zoning change. Maine lifts quarantine rules for travelers from Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Rejected in Route 24 rollover crash. Low-income residents vaccinated in Quincy. Wayman counselors, town staff at odds over zoning. Looking at stocks now up 532.16 at 31,496.30. SP 5 up 73.47 at 38.41.94. And Nasdaq up 196.68 at 920.15. By the rate understates what's going on. Expert says millions of women remain out of workforce. Saks Fifth Avenue owner to separate e-commerce and store units. More people in Wisconsin are knuckling for COVID-19 than tested positive with the virus. The short-term, middle-term, and long-term future of coronavirus. More than 200,000 Iowans are now fully vaccinated against COVID-19, and doctors notice COVID-19 vaccine causing concerning signs of mammograms. National Development Participants rovers first on Mars today, and you can follow live. Demon asteroid is outside of the Zoom Pastor Friday, and the world's largest telescope is edging closer to completion. Peter Chill News Time is 5:04. Sports time, that's likely land spot for Blake Griffin after Pistons buyout. Denver Broncos placing franchise tag on safety Justice Simmons, source says, and Tom Brady signed rookie card sells for Peter Pan with another gaining team. And tonight, Boston Bruins squared off against the Washington Capitals. Game time 7 o'clock at the Garden. And now, traffic and trends to check at 5:05. Baby! Ben BTA stop on the subway blue line update delays about 15 minutes while we move a train from the service airport eastbound Transby has to send to the station. And Camaro and Ferries, they all looking good. And 146 on the northbound side. A little bit slow around the North Smithfield area. 95. Both ends back between Protective and Providence. 195 southbound westbound side. A little slow between East Providence and Providence. 120 southbound on both ends back between Canton and the Braintree split. 95, 24 southbound south to 128 Canton. Ridgeway southbound side. Little slow on the Braintree split. Down 18 away with. South Expressway. Both ends back between Boston and Braintree. 93, 5 southbound south between Protective and Providence. And 95 northbound side between Edwards over and down Times Providence. 128 on the northbound side. So between Route 2 and Lecter and down the Route 28 in Wakefield and 3 down the northbound side. So between 128 in Burlington and 145 lower. 93 northbound side. Low so between 125 northbound or 1 down between and 45 in the northbound side. Low so north end of stretch and 29 westbound side. Low so around Route 9 in Worcester and set to the westbound sideways out. Looking good. 84 Buffalo also between West Harbortown and Hartford and 84 westbound side, Little Soda Waterbury stretch, and 84 eastbound side, Little Soda between 684 in Yorktown, Ohio, down to Southbury, Connecticut, at Merritt Parkway, eastbound, so between Norwalk down to Milford, at 95 northbound side, so between Greenwich and Waven, 95 southbound also to Waven, and 93 at the northbound side, so Concord, Hampshire, and Vermont, New York, Germania, and West out. Looking good. Peter Chill News Time is 5:07. Time now for weather report. Dry weather persists throughout the middle of the next weekend. Colder than normal throughout the weekend, but the pattern changed toward much warmer weather by the middle of the next weekend. A cold front then moves late Thursday or Friday, and dry but cold westerly weather throughout the weekend. And cold vortex over southeastern Quebec remains nearly stationary throughout Saturday night. Multiple short waves circling and technically throughout New England, and each wave provided a reinforcement surge of dry cold dry air. The first wave moves across Maine this evening and a crescent cold air. The vector of the wake to south of New England, temperatures over the Massachusetts around Connecticut, lowering from 11 Celsius below this afternoon to 16 Celsius below late tonight. And that's another cold and plus 3-9 ahead, with lows mainly in teens and about 5 to 9 degrees below normal. It will feel cold within the west winds about 5 to 15 miles an hour, providing wind chills in the single digits. And that's cold air. The vector increases tonight. Low level west northwest winds become aligned with the Lake Superior and Huron and Ontario, providing long morning space. Generally, the New York State, possibly bleeding over the Berkshires and the Litchfield Heights. Litchfield Hills in the southern New England, but not expecting anything more than a few flurries or a brief sharp, pseudo sharp. North of the region, remain dry. Rain amount of snow on the west coast back the weekend. Elevated fire, weather conditions over ports of plains on Saturday and lake effects snow downwind from the low Great Lakes on Friday night and Sunday. Weather conditions will be very long on the west coast. Throughout the weekend, as a frontal system just off the coast begins to move inland by the night and the amount of wind west by Saturday morning. Additional moderate mountain snowball development with a passage system of 4 to 6 inches possible in portions of the Sierra Nevada and river stop into the Shasta and Cascade ranges according to the winter storm advisories written. And then low elevation to provide some relief for drought-stricken areas along the coast. And after a brief reprieve in the wake of the system, that shot of rain and mountain snow is forecasted and moving to the northwest as another frontal system enters seals on the first by Sunday morning. As the aforementioned frontal boundary transverse of the work is tomorrow morning. Warmer breezy conditions available ahead of it, and leaning the United Fire. Weather risk over the portions of the high plains part tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center has highlighted elevated risk of fire weather east of the front range of Colorado, with further north in the Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota, with fire weather watches in the affected areas. And low pressure over the southern plains will slowly move southeastward to the Gulf of Mexico by Friday night. The system will produce rain and thunderstorms over parts of the southern plains that will move into the central Gulf Coast by Saturday morning. There'll be a chance of some Are storms going to be severe? The Storm Prediction Center has Mitch and a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms in the ports of the South Texas and Louisiana for severe. Wind and hail for tomorrow. There's just some slowly migrating into the Gulf of Mexico. Rain will linger over parts of the southeastern part Sunday. And meanwhile, a deep upper level low over the southeastern Canada will steer upper level energy over the lower Great Lakes part Sunday. The cold air will flow over the lower Great Lakes, produce a lake effect snow downwind from Lake Erie and Ontario Lake Friday in the Sunday morning, where 4 to 6 inches of snow is possible. In addition to the lake effect snow, the Green Mountains and the Rockies may pick up a quick 2 or 3 inches as a system swings through. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. It goes like this. Tonight, Podcast got low at 17 degrees. Western about 6 to 10 miles. I guess I 21 miles for Saturday, South got 30 degrees. Low 14 degrees. Western about 6 to 8 miles for Sunday, South got 34. Low 19 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 5 miles for Monday, South got 42. Low 20 degrees. Northwest about 6 miles for Tuesday. Most of South got 56. Low 32 degrees. Western about 5 to 7 miles for Wednesday. Most of South got 59. Low 41 degrees. Light southwest with 5 to 10 miles in the morning. Thursday, partly South got about 63, low 45 degrees, southwest about 9 to 15 miles. And for Friday, jet to showers, mostly got about 56 degrees, southwest about 7 to 10 miles, just to the 30%. Right now, Norton's fair 32 degrees. That's the end of the video till 5 o'clock news on a Friday evening, March 5th, 2021. I'm Peter J. Wisdom. You have a good evening and goodbye day. Stay safe, be healthy, be well. See you at 10 o'clock for a late night report. You have a good evening.